important part is how you are going to put it into your designs, how you are going to implement it into your digital designs or physical designs. It doesn't matter which design you make, because eventually, if you're becoming a product designer, you will have to do both. Okay, it's not like you're going to do only screens. Okay, the screens are like temporary. After some point of time, you will also know that screens is not the only point. You will have to design a lot more things apart from this. Okay, so that is the major objective of going here. Just a second, guys. Let me also give it a message. Yes. Okay. Fine. So yesterday, what did we learn? Can you just give me a quick snap or a quick recap? Like put the two words what we saw yesterday. That would be better for me to understand how you guys are taking this. Hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put it in the chat box. What was that? The two words what we saw yesterday. Go ahead. Before we start. Hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, affordability. It's not affordability, it is affordance. Okay, affordability is different. Affordability means cost of. That's okay. Okay, it is called affordance. See, actually, it was a term which was given by Don Norman. Like, it's not like it's a universal term where every designer has to do. No, that's not the case. Okay, so just be a little aware of that. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just switching on. Yes, guys. Super. Affordance and discoverability. That's great. That's great, Ramraj. Excellent, excellent. Yes. So you guys are having a lot of clarity towards the explanation and the definition and everything. So today we are going to see something very interesting and continuity to it. Okay. So I'm just sharing you the screen. So you guys will get the clarity what we are doing it once I start putting the slides. Okay. So we are in the day 76. We are going to see something called signifiers. Okay. The name itself is very clear. It's not a very big complex name. Okay. So let me make it very clear. See, signifiers guides users towards appropriate action. Okay. So yesterday, what we saw is actually affordance. That means taking a product, interacting with the product, or just trying to intuitively understand what is that, and you're trying to discover it, whether that functionality is there or not. We took the good examples of remote. We took the good examples of this USB cable. So we did.
Sir, you are mute.
You are mute, Jagdish. You are mute.
Now
Yes, right.
it is mic has one feature. If I touch it here, it will become mute. Sorry. Okay, I just thought of adjusting it. Okay, good. So the point here is, it's a everyday today activities and examples what you guys are seeing. Okay. So now I wanted you guys to also think about signifiers. What does the word mean? Signifier. Signifier means it is signaling something, right? So can you tell, like, let's say one example, maybe it's a physical or digital, where Jagdish, the signal is very clear. It's not the traffic signal. Okay, traffic signal is also signifier. Like, let's say when you're going and interacting with a button, when you're going and interacting with some kind of what you call option or something, where the signal is providing you the clarity what to do. Like, let's say, how many of you have observed turn clockwise? Many people have put. It's a signifier. Very simple, right? See, first affordance, what we saw, the button itself will be like that. Nobody will write up, down, rotate, 45-degree. Nobody will write. Okay. Second, we discovered it some kind of a button style, or maybe some interaction style, or maybe we came to know that this is actually the thing by just looking at it. Third is signifier. Okay. Is somebody signifying that? Is somebody has actually made it very clear so that the people get a proper understanding towards it. Okay, see, signifier guides the user towards appropriate action. Like, let's say if your phone is locked. Okay, imagine if your phone is locked, and then if you want to open your lock, sometimes it will show swipe. Have you seen arrow mark? How many of you observed that? That is called signifier. It is signifying that the arrow mark is like this, please swipe this direction. You can also put a word saying unlock by swiping right, but nobody really cares. Okay? Are you guys getting it? So now I'll just stop sharing my screen, guys. Okay? I wanted you guys to take one example, whether it's a physical or digital, it's up to you. Can you bring one example of signifier from your everyday today life, or maybe you can take from the online? Totally, totally fine. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Take a screenshot and share it with me in the WhatsApp. And here itself, no problem. Okay, you can do it in your Zoom chat as well. Okay, the time starts now. Karthik, are you here? Jayanandini, are you here? Ponish, are you here? Please switch on your camera, guys. Come on. If you're here, I needed you to be completely here. Okay. Now take that example. Screenshot Ramraj. Show that. Mark that and show me this is a perfect example. Then it makes a sense. Okay. Jayanandini, I think your laptop hard drive is getting some problem. Your camera is not working. Okay. Please try to reinstall your Zoom and update the latest version and then join. Okay. Not now. I'm just saying after this call. Okay. Or second, you can do one thing, you can do one troubleshoot for your laptop. Okay. Because your hardware is not taking. That's why every day you're not able to switch on your camera. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Everybody's doing rocket speed. That's great. Okay, hey, just because I told you slide, you should not take slides. Take something else, guys. Giridhar, take something else. Okay, fine, fine. You will get it. You will get it. Punish fan regulator. That's interesting, Punish. But why not you take one picture? See, physical product is okay. It's very simple to understand. Can you show it in the digital product? What Giridhar showed now. Similarly, like that. Okay, Jayanandini is typing out something. That's excellent, Jayanandini. Really like it. Apt example. How many of you can understand this is discoverability also? This is signifier also. How many of you have understood this way? There are two things available in this Jay Nandini's example, what she's put. Okay. See, I'll just download this. Okay. I'm just sharing you the screen. Look at this. Okay. So here, some online picture she has taken. Okay. It is also discoverable. How? This has been clearly standing out from the ground, right? If it's there in the ground, nobody will read the name board. Have you seen any name boards written in the ground? People will only put the name boards in the top. Particularly when you drive highways, it will be in even more top. Okay, like let's say the blue color. The reason why they choose blue color, it's more smoothing. It's more soothing. Like let's say it will be sky and on the top. Okay, and many times, like let's say you will not see something like red color or yellow color. Have you seen any red color boards? Too much jarring. People will get distracted. Okay, that's a wrong signifier. In fact, that will signify a wrong meaning, okay? And you will get to a problem. Fine? And this is a good signifier. In our highways, in national highways in India, we use green color. But according to me, green is also not the correct color. Blue is the correct color. If you go to any abroad countries, you'll see all the highways color as blue. When I traveled to this Germany, I traveled cross border through bus, okay? So I saw a lot of highways, like they have 4 lane, 8 lane highway also, okay? Everything is blue, and there is nothing called toll and all these concepts there. It's very different over there. Okay, so these people have this blue color, and I asked this question, and I found out that the blue is more soothing and appealing for our eyes rather than the green color comparatively. Okay, so think about it. It's all about the choice of colors. It's about the placement. It's about the arrow. It's about the legible typeface. Everything matters when you have to signify something to the user. Okay, see, this is okay. A small example I would take. Imagine if you're working in a safety critical components, okay, very difficult safety critical components, where if you just press the arrow mark upside down, you will end up in a miserable trouble. Like let's say if you're attending any kind of an interview, okay, in Microsoft Teams, if you attend the interview call, mostly many interviews are will be in Microsoft Teams only, right? Company will invite you to the Teams call. Mostly it will not be Zoom call and all. If you open Teams interface, end button and share button will be next to next. How many of you have seen that? It's actually a big user error. What happens is, well, people are a little nervous, right? Already in the interview. While they're pressing the share button, they will just press the end button. Meeting will end. You can't connect again. Once meeting expired, then you'll have to regenerate a link if you're not joined again. Or maybe you go and talk to the HR again. The HR says, "Oh, some issues happening. Yeah, just wait. We have other candidates to interview. We'll get back to you." And after 1 hour, you call. All interviews done. We already hired two candidates. Bye bye. All the best. Apply next time. Just one click of the button. Okay, share and end made your life screwed. Okay, so think about it. It's not the user error, it is actually a design error, I would say. The designer has to take the responsibility by signaling and signifying the user what you want. Okay, it is a more prone mistake to happen, right? So why don't you separate the end button and the share button separately? More than chat button, people use share button a lot in any kind of a Zoom call or Teams or anything. Okay, so think about user, empathize with them, and try to signal that. Okay, excellent, Karthik, super. So Karthik is saying signifier. Karthik, can you mark how it is signifying? Can you just help me out? This is affordance, a very good example of affordance. Can you just confirm me how it is signifying? That would be better. Okay, Ramraj, perfect example, Ramraj. Jayanandini. Okay. What about others? What about others? I want everybody to type out. Okay. Just take a picture, guys. Don't just type out this, that. Okay. You have to show me like where you're signifying. See, Karthik is actually marking a picture, but if it is marked with some arrow or something, how it is signifying, that would be super good. Okay. Fine. Anyway, just go ahead. No problem. Okay. So, fine. So, major value of this particular signifier is usability by clear communicating and actionable elements. Okay. Interface with clear signifiers improve task success rate by up to 40%. So why we are mainly doing is to improve the task completion rate. Because task success rate. If the task is failure, like let's say if the person presses the end button, your task is failure, right? You gave a chance for the people to make error. So you as a designer has to really think about it. UX research insights says this. Okay, well, let's come to the constraint. Let's understand what is this signifier about. Okay, fine. So visual or auditory cues. See, signaling is not always arrow mark signaling. You can also think about auditory feedback. You can think about blind people. How will they cross the roads? How will they use the product? Right now, all the applications are blind, dumb, deaf proof. Like let's say it's all accessible. It's all inclusive, and then everybody can use the product and services. Right? Think about it. Activate mental models, reducing the need for the trial and error exploration. Okay. So what are the techniques to use it? I'm just giving you a deliberate answer, guys. You can use labels, you can use instructions, you can use this push pull information. See, yesterday we saw about affordance, right? Handle design is also important. Writing push is also important. See, imagine if you keep the door just like that and you've not even pasted the sticker push, what will happen? Imagine if it's a glass door, transparent glass door, what will happen? I'll tell you what will happen. People will just go and bang on their head. They won't even know whether the door existed, right? So it is your responsibility to write something like a push, write something like a pull, write something like a pull. This is called signifier. Are you guys seeing the connection between affordance and discoverability now? Type out in the chat, yes. Excellent, excellent, great guys, super, super. Love you guys, love you, love you, love you. Great, great, great. Okay. Color of the button changing while clicked on the Hoover. That's great. That's great. Punish. What is that? Signifier. Okay, good punish. Okay, Sri Balaji. How it is signifying Balaji? Can you confirm me? The foot pedal of the trash bin signifies that stepping on. Okay, Balaji's example is good, but there is one clarity here. Okay, it's not a very strong example. It's a little. Okay, fine. It's a correct example only. No problem. Fine. But the thing is that foot pedal should be very deliberately signaling something. Okay. If the foot pedal shows some kind of a arrow mark, or if the foot pedal design itself is looking like a upward down, that would be super better. Okay. But many foot pedal doesn't
Okay.
communicate it properly. I've seen still people standing near the dustbin what to do. I'm talking about certain people like they are not studied, they have not traveled much. Imagine if they are seeing this dustbin for the first time, will they be able to foot operate it? If they were able to operate it, then you are a successful designer, Sri Balaji. Okay.
Okay.
You have
Okay.
successfully designed it.
I know.
If no, then your signifier should be very strong. Got it? Anyway, that's a good
Got
example
it.
what you took. Yeah, digital example. Yes, 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 Ramaraj. Perfect example. Lock and unlock symbol. Lock and unlock symbol. Correct, Karthik. Excellent example. Showing icon on the foot in the pedal. Don't think about always icon, guys. Think about form. Why don't you design the dustbin in a way the foot pedal looks like a pressable button? See, think about it. See, always don't try to add more elements. Try to minimalize it. You as a designer has to make it simple, clear, minimal. See, Leonardo da Vinci always says he's a very big engineer, designer, astronomer. I mean, he's the big time human I ever liked because of his genius is what he brought. Okay. He invented more than 500 plus products. This guy says only one thing. Simplicity is the actual sophistication. If you want to make it something beautiful, super, usable, wonderful, what everybody really wanted to like it and use it across the world, make it very simple. Simplicity is the actual sophistication. That's what Steve Jobs came with just one button iPhone in 2007 when he launched it. Entire world got really revolted. How come a person will make something like this? People critiqued this will go failure. Today, every product when you have smartphone, it's all coming with the same concept till now. It's been 15, 20 years he has launched that product. Okay. So think about it. That is the kind of revolution what simplicity has brought. And Steve Jobs is one of the big, what you call, follower of this minimalism and all these concepts. Okay. Yeah. So now enough of theory. Let's go into the next interesting concept. Okay. You can use this implicit signifiers like shapes, icon, contextual influence, clickable buttons, feedback oriented signifiers, changing states, reflectivity, interactivity, button becomes highlighted. Creativity is up to you guys. Okay. So your activity for today is you will have to create three digital solutions, three physical solutions. Okay. Try to find out from the online or outside. Okay. At least try. I would say five you try, guys, because three is nothing. Okay. Majorly, I want to see many of the digital solutions because yesterday a lot of people have typed out physical. That's okay. Physical, you guys will take it really, really fast, right? You can quickly complete it. But digital, can you take five examples? Okay. Can you take five poor examples? That's what I mainly want. See, you guys being a designer has to take the poor examples and show me, Jack, this could be changed like this so that it becomes a good, so that it becomes a strong signifier. That is what is your responsibility today, okay? Because I'm just adding a little bit to your exercise. See, guys, if you're doing the 2 day intensive project, totally fine, no problem. But this is a small activity for your practice. Try it out, okay? Fine. Enough is enough. Now, let's get into constraints, okay? Little tricky topic, guys. Pay close attention. You won't understand directly, but if you pay close attention, you can get it, okay? Just listen to me. What does mean by generally constrained? Can I just get some answers from the chat box? What does mean by constrained? You guys type out first. Let me get from your thought process, how you guys are understanding it, and then I'll build the answer. Okay, what is constraint? Tell the meaning of the word constraint. How many of you don't know what is constraint? Just Google it fast and tell me. That's enough. Okay, limitations. Excellent, Punish. What about others? What about others? What is constraint? Conditions. Conditions. Giridhar. Okay. Constraints means conditions. Okay, that's good. Fine, Giridhar. Restrictions. Karthik. Practically, that's a correct word. Restrictions. Good. Okay. More than limitation, restriction is the apt word here. Okay, good. What about others? Shashank, Jayanandini, Akshita. Akshita, very good morning. You're joining for the very first time. Okay, fine, good. Sri Balaji. Sri Balaji, what's happening? Switch on your camera. Come on. Yeah. What about others? Just type out, guys. See, if you try something, it's okay. Maybe we'll correct you. Not a problem. Okay. See, these topics will be only learned when you consciously put some thought and practice. See, yesterday, how many people have shared in the group the pictures and everything? Those people would have learned it like anything. Okay. Okay, fine. Limitation. Again, Ramraj. Good, good. So, how many of you own car here? Car. Who has car? Or maybe Jagdish, I've seen. I mean, I've drove car. I don't have a car, but I've used it. How many of you have used car? Okay, everybody is almost raising their hand. How many of you have observed the petrol tank? While putting the petrol, how many of you have observed does the petrol, what you guys have, sorry guys, I just have to be there because in YouTube it shows like everybody. Okay. How many of you have observed while closing the petrol, something happens? Can you tell me what is that happens?
Some sound will happen.
Why that sound is happening? Tell me. That's my question.
It's getting
Additional.
closed, like
What?
it's getting closed like that.
What does that mean? Tell me. What does that mean? That's great, Shashank. Superb. I really appreciate Shashank's answer. Okay. So it is giving you a feedback that the knob is closed properly. What is the constraint here? Tell me. What are the constraint here? Yeah, that's correct, Raja. I mean, Karthik Rajampet. Excellent, excellent answers. But I'm asking you, what is the constraint here? Tell me. Think about it. What are the constraint here? Tell me. Think for a bit. What are the constraint here? Manual turning. Yes, Karthik. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I really appreciate Karthik. Excellent answer. See, previously, before this concept, okay, what happens with the fuel tank is many people tight the lid, okay? Some people put extra pressure. Like, let's say if their muscle power is good, they'll tight it. But the people who are opening it, they are not expected to have that kind of a muscle power, right? So the tightness is actually based on the person who is exerting that pressure. But now, because of the very unique screw design, what happens is when you apply a torque, that particular thread will go and operate in a, like, let's say, outer ring. There is a mechanical design which people have kept. Okay, we are not talking about design. We are talking about what is exactly the reason why people are locking it and how the sound you are getting. Tuck 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 tuck. You will get. That means you cannot tighten that lead beyond that tightness. So what is happening? Everybody who is going to open that cap can easily open it. Have you seen in any petrol bank people are tight? Nobody will do that because every design is designed like that. Now it has been used in even two-wheelers. Previously it was not there in two-wheelers. Okay. Now in the two-wheelers also it is like that. Very, very simple. So the constraint here is people cannot rotate beyond this. What happens if you rotate beyond this? Many things will happen. First thing, the next person could not open it. Second thing, the screw may damage. Third thing, the petrol may leak from there. And what happens? The entire vehicle bursts if he is traveling in the summer. So it is a very, very safety critical component called petrol lid, right? So think about it. If restrictions or constraints is not given in design, you may end up in a big problem. Okay. So now I wanted you guys to find out one example and tell me. Okay, you have to think, then only you will get this. See, it's all available around you. Okay, you don't have to go to the Amazon forest to find all this example. It's available even in the small products what you're using. Think about the constraint and tell me one example. Can you guys try one example? Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to see your creativity. Come on. Think about it. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. I want the chat box to be filled with a lot of examples. Okay, guys, give me something very complex and so easy. People have not seen that kind of an example. How many of you observed this petrol lid before? Maybe you would have observed, but you don't know it is a real constraint, right? So now your consciousness got little opened. So now think about that kind of a very super example which is aligned in our day, but we are not even seeing this as a constraint. Okay. Many laptop have you opened? You can't open a laptop beyond a point. You can't fold the laptop. There are some foldable laptop, but I'm saying majority of the laptop doesn't have this space because the constraint is you cannot open beyond this. The lock is a constraint there. Think about it. Okay. So Shashank is saying, okay, no, Shashank, I would say a lot of people have typed out. Okay, Ramraj, laptop flip. There is some. Hey, man. Okay, you said it before me. That's great, Ramraj. Super. I did not look at the chat. Okay, pen lid. Oh, that's interesting, Jayanandini. Perfect. Pen lid. iPhone when it is locked, we can hear sound that it has locked. That is not constraint. That is feedback. Okay, Karthik, that is feedback. No. See here, see, imagine, see, what you call, I would say constraint means if there is something going to happen, if that is not happening. Okay. It's a feedback for you. There is no doubt about it. It's a super feedback. But what are the constraint? Like, let's say, you can say one thing. Karthik, I'll just extend your example. Okay. If your user is trying to press a particular button for a long time, maybe as a designer, you have intended the user to actually stop using it if he presses so much of times. Like let's say if he presses more than 5 times, it'll get locked. Like let's say your password. Okay, if you put beyond 5 times, what happens? It will get locked. You can't operate it. So that is called constraint. Even imagine if the person puts the password for the sixth time, he can't do it because the phone is locked. That is called constraint. Understand? Constraint is actually needed for design. Many people think constraint is not needed. Oh, we have to remove this constraint. No, constraint is actually a good thing. You'll have to keep it. Okay. There is a limitation for all the softwares and other applications and other things what we're using. Okay, zip. That's great, Jayanandini. Super constraint. It's been put like this, right? The zip we used to do. Excellent. Your understanding is great. Key and keyhole. Excellent, Balaji. Touch interface and aqua purifier. People think it's a button. And exert force, which is not necessary. Super, Shashank. Excellent example, Shashank. I really like Shashank's example. That's what is called integrated. See, every day today we are using it, right? But that's the most critical thing. More than zip, I would say this is more critical. Okay, because I've seen many people doing mistakes over there. In my Bluetooth speaker, if I keep on pressing button, volumes on max. Okay, that's great. That's great, Punish. Super. Nowadays, all the Bluetooth speakers are coming like that. Okay, that's great. Charger inserting into device. That's great, Giridhar. Super. Stove knob. Stove knob. How's the constraint? Correct. The knob rotation. Excellent. Excellent, Akshita. Super example, Akshita. Kitchen example. Okay. Punish. Pockets in the pants. Yeah, that's also very good. I would say, see, take strong examples. Pocket is good. I would not say it's a bad example, but take that example like aqua purify, just petrol tank. These are like very, very crucial part of our life. Okay, similar to petrol tank lid, screwing a new bulb into a socket. That's great, Shashank. Super. I think you guys have got it. So now, enough of physical example. I wanted you guys to go to digital example. Come on, tell me that digital example. Okay, physical is very easy to understand. You guys will get it. Okay, digital. Can you just try one example? I'll give you another 2-3 minutes. Digital example. Tell me in your everyday today life. Okay, don't go for too much thinking. Think about it. Same like Ponish said, Bluetooth. No, that's a good example. Think about it. Bring some screenshot, guys. Show something. Typing is okay. You just show some picture or something. Understanding will be much clearer, right? Digital speedometer. What are the constraints in digital speedometer? If a speedometer is put a governor, then it is called constraint. How many of you know governor? All the school buses has governors. All government buses has governors. Governor will not allow you to run the vehicle beyond 80 kilometers per hour. That is called constraint, Shashank. Okay. But take a picture, take an example and show me what you're meaning because I may understand wrong also. Speedometer, what do you mean in constraint? Okay. Put your presence of mind, guys. Don't use your brain. If you use your brain, you will end up making complex ideas. Okay. Put your presence of mind. You will get a lot of good ideas. Okay. Connecting the limit. Connection limit in LinkedIn. Once we keep that's great, Punish. I really appreciate you. Super. Perfect. Perfect. See? Come out of this interactions and buttons, guys. Think about something psychological. See how Punish thought. Okay. Mental model. We talked about mental model, right? How the user is going to think. What user will think? Oh, I have to give 100 requests. I have to get 100 interview calls. I have to get 100 job offers. Thinking that they'll go and message all the people. That's why LinkedIn put you a check. LinkedIn will not allow you to talk to more people or give more connection. That's a constraint, right? It's a positive constraint. It's a privacy. Like if you go and spam a lot of people, then that's a annoying thing, right? So LinkedIn has a restriction. And I don't know, like you don't know, like maybe LinkedIn's intention is very clear. Okay, LinkedIn wants to check your intention. Initially, they won't allow you to interact with 50, 60 people and all. They will only allow you to talk with 10 to 15 people per day. Once you start building some trust, and then and nobody is blocking you, and then you are using LinkedIn platform properly, then LinkedIn will allow you a limit. See, today I can even talk to 200 people in one go because I've tuned my LinkedIn that way. Okay, if you do 200 people, LinkedIn will first block you. It will not allow you. Same goes for Facebook, other platforms. Okay, great punish. Character limit in name forms. Excellent, Giridhar. LOI, lol. I experienced this, did not realize it. Shashank, for what you're saying. Okay, fine. Something you're saying. Photoshop, there is a limitation for Control Z. Ramraj, I could not. Limitation. What are the limitation in Control Z? Explain me. That's why. Show me the screenshot, guys. See, if you guys are taking some screens and showing me, don't type out, guys. Please, I need screens. I need something. I need a product picture or a digital picture to tell it out. Okay. Screen time limits for apps or devices. Great, Akshita. Superb. Perfect. Day-to-day life example. Daily transaction limit. Karthik. Mind blowing here. See, you guys are coming out of that world of interaction. Think little. Think little. Like let's say very, very common things. Okay. Apps cannot access sensitive features like camera, microphone, location. Yes, Balaji, superb. So, what do you guys think? Constraints is good or bad? Definitely everybody will say good. Right? So now I'll ask you one more thing to do. Can you find out some bad constraint and give me some example? Bad constraint. Jagdish, this is like, I don't know, designers has really did that, but it is bad. If it is taken away, I would bring a lot of, I would use it like more if the product is given like that. Okay. But it is a very, very bad constraint. Can you just give me one bad constraint? Each of you. Yes, Ramraj, correct. Phone pay as a daily limit. Good. That's good. Perfect. Safety critical. You should talk about safety critical also and tell which is bad. Bad. What do you call it? Bad constraint. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead. People are joining at 6:30 here. What you're going to learn? You will not get any kind of a clarity. Okay, you can watch the YouTube live later. Okay, guys. And the thing is, from January, the YouTube live will be removed one by one, guys. Okay, if you want to watch something, do it fast. Maybe in your available time. Complete all of your basic level courses, silver membership, codex. Get on a job search process. If you need any specific skill, go and learn it. Don't binge watch just 100 videos. You will get super confused. I mean, this is not for the people who are exactly having a clear goal. This is I'm doing it for a public sake. Okay, I'm doing it for mission so that people can have some kind of a knowledge over there. Okay, that's great, Akshita. Wow, wow, wow. See, look at the Akshita's example. Mind blowing example here. Free trials before subscription. How many of you have observed? See, from a business perspective, from a trial perspective, see, I just subscribed this new tool called MindNode. Okay, I've been just using it. So what happens is, I thought to unsubscribe it after 15 days. But to be honest, this tool was really great. So I thought of just paying it for a year. Okay. I just got the yearly subscription and I did not do it. Okay. So now I would say it's a good constraint as well as a bad constraint. It based on the context what you use. Okay. But that's great, Akshita. Super. Mobile has bad constraint for non-removable battery. See, Ramraj, there is a reason why people have did that. Battery is a safety critical component. What happens is a lot of people in the name of opening it, they're also dripping some water and they're also overcharging the battery sometimes. Even though the circuit is there, people are just putting the other device to charge their battery. That's why the battery is getting bulged. The moment when battery is getting bulged, phone will burst over time. And a lot of incidents have happened. See, I'm a medical product designer, right? We used to design batteries for medical devices. More than electronic products, we used to write a lot of usability errors. We used to find out at least 100 possible errors how it can go wrong because we as a designer has to think about the usability errors as well. Then only we can approve our medical product and put it in the market. It's not like your phone or other devices you guys design today, tomorrow it comes out of the market. Medical device is something super complex. If you are a medical product designer, you can design everything. You can literally design everything in the world, including aircraft. Okay, medical product is so precise, so your head will spin if you start designing medical mobile applications or products and ventilators and other things. Okay, so there is a constraint from the regulatory body saying if you're bringing battery into a device, you should not make the user do any kind of an interaction, because automatically people will use water, some medication, some liquid will fall, and sometimes the kid will swallow that battery. There are many use cases there. Okay, so that is why battery should not be like that. In fact, that's a good constraint, I would say. Okay, fine. Anyway, I'm just correcting your perspective, Ramraj. Okay, credit card details before subscription. Credit card details before subscription. Privacy. How you're saying it's a bad constraint. Okay, Krishank. To a certain extent, it's good. Okay. Time limit to edit. Delete for everyone in the chat of WhatsApp as bad constraints for me. Okay, that's good. Good. Personalized invite in LinkedIn. How it's a bad constraint? Janandini, I could not get it. Platforms that forces users to watch ad without giving. That's great, Sri Balaji. Wonderful example. That's great. That's great. Super, super. People are in the rocket speed now. Okay. So are you guys feeling little tuned? Your brain is in action? I'll tell you guys. If I teach you the same thing at the 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening, I don't think you will be grasping with this kind of a knowledge. Okay. That is the very reason we are doing it in the morning. And for your information, guys, I'm just revealing this to you. Anyway, today I'll reveal this officially. Okay. We're just creating a hashtag called Wake Up Designers. Okay. We are actually working on this hashtag with our team, and they are creating a campaign around it. Okay. We wanted to bring a lot of design revolution to this country, because what I believe is, being a designers, we have responsibility to understand this kind of a terminologies. But ultimately, learning this terminology is good. Getting job is good. You guys will understand it, apply it, create portfolios, get a stunning job, good salaries. But what are we really trying to do is the big question, right? I asked this question myself long back again. Yeah, I'm teaching students. They're joining our program. They're getting results. What next? How we can able to create a big ripple effect out of it. Okay, so this is one such initiative. You guys are waking up at 6 o'clock and attending the session, right? See, soon there will be thousands of people who will be attending and watching this live. That's not the point. But we want to create a revolutionary moment, which is called Wake Up Designers. Okay, or Wake Up India. We have not finalized it yet, because we are looking at the targeting, how it needs to be done, because the marketing and other people decide this. I'm not the big guy in that. Okay, I'm having the vision and I'm having a clarity why we are doing it, and I know the target market. But marketing and branding will help me out how to reach to multiple people. Okay, so they said, who will wake up at early morning, Jagdish? They asked me. Okay, I said, people who want to really change not just their life, also other people life, they will wake up. For those people, let this campaign create a big awareness. Okay, and I also truly believe that people can increase their creative power, and they can able to increase their muscle memory of thinking very creatively when you focus, when you're focusedly sitting for some time and paying close attention without any distraction. Imagine, guys, your creativity will skyrocket like anything if you focus on one particular point, one particular project, one example at a time, and put your whole heart into it. Why we are not able to do at the daytime? Because we have hundreds of distractions. We have huge distractions. If you're working in office, meeting, 70 to 80% of your time will go in meeting. Nobody will even make you to think and sit about the products what you're designing. You have to execute. You have to just attend meeting, execute, right? So what I seen is creative designers are not utilizing the time of focus and solitude for themselves. Okay, so we want to create a separate provision for that. So how people can able to come early in the morning, because daytime, please spend time with your family, go to your office, like take care of your fitness, all these things you do it, guys, because these are all part of the life. But early mornings, please dedicate for improving your creative muscle power, because the more creative muscle power you're increasing. See, same like how we have this muscles, right? We have this gym fitness, and then we increase our muscles. Same like that, the creativity can also be increased once you start exercising the muscle normally. See, if you start waking up early in the mornings, that will become a habit for you. In fact, you will find your daytime is very long. How many of you have felt that? People who are joining little new. Like this, I've been in this for the last few days. I felt the day is getting really long. I wanted to hear from the new people. Shashank, can you talk a little bit? Can you come forward?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
I'll give you a few minutes, okay? I want people to talk, and not me telling. Yes, Shashank, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, initially, because of the way I live my day, right, I spend more time in the night doing my work and everything because it's more quieter. But then one main thing I realize is morning is also the same thing. It is also quiet. And the day feels even more longer and I get more work done than I used to get done before. And by the time the normal cycle is there, like around 9:30, 10, I feel tired and I get good sleep also. So my
Super,
sleep
super.
cycle is also back on to track, and I'm feeling like the knowledge is sitting. It's not like I'm hearing and I'm forgetting and then I have to come back and check. I'll have to
Yes.
save it and keep to go learn again. Here I'm participating and interacting and it is kind of remaining. So that is
Super.
also an advantage. So yeah, these are some things that I noticed.
Superb, yeah. Very, very clearly articulated. Okay. Many people are also getting this breakthroughs and what you call results. But Shashank has put it very clearly. See, communication is very important, guys. Okay. If I bring a lot of people, they'll tell Jagdish, yeah, I feel good. But what is good? You have to explain it clearly, right? This is one character also for a designer to articulate what you're thinking about in the mind. Okay. That's a good skill with you, Shashank. Keep it. Okay.
Thank you.
All the best. Thank you. Thank you. Keep coming. We'll be doing a lot more sessions like this. Okay. But we are thinking how we can able to bring this into a common platform or a forum, because what we've observed is over the time we are thinking there are a lot more creative designers who doesn't have a proper direction. There are a lot more designers who are having some direction but they don't know what to do step by step. Strategy is not clear. A lot of people who have strategy but they don't have the correction and accountability and mentoring. So these three things we are capturing it. See, Jagdish cannot possibly do a one-to-one with a lot of people. We have our programs and high level programs that we can take few people, but this is one such initiative we are keeping it for public so that they can get the knowledge, they can get some kind of an understanding, so that you guys can start working on yourself. And I'm sure, guys, people who are attending these sessions and everything, the way in which you will see design will be much different. You will think beyond these interviews, salary, and all these things. And once you do that, I'll tell you what will happen. You will start becoming a design thinker as always. Any problem comes to you, even your personal problems, even financial problem, anything comes to you, you will apply the same methodology of design thinking over there. In fact, I'm trying to change our program name to design thinking for change. Okay. In fact, we are now copywriting our program, and then we want to copyright our curriculum as well, because this is a very unique curriculum, guys. How many of you have seen this curriculum outside? I'm 100% sure you can't see it outside. Okay. It's exactly the ulta way of learning design. Okay. I mean, the six-step process, what we have. In fact, we are trying to copyright it. The point is, while we are copywriting it, I can see there are a lot of name in the design for change. We have to change it also. But we are thinking design thinking for change. The reason being, it's not like Jagdish, Jagdish brand should not come. I'm saying this is, I'm also a facilitator here, and many facilitators will also come into this program. A lot of people are also applying for this program, and they're also asking, can I teach a session there? We also brought a lot of guest lectures last month, before month also. But we won't allow a lot of people, but we'll try to filter it out. A lot of facilitators will come. But design thinking for change is a common thing which you guys have to really think. Your life is going to only change if you want to really create a big impact. You can only do it by design thinking. Okay, not by other factors. I don't know whether other factors could really help you, but design thinking is a major thing. In order to activate your design thinking, you should be first focused. In order to be focused, you should find a place where nobody is disturbing you. In order to do this, you should wake up early in the morning. In order to wake up early in the morning, you should sleep fast night. In order to sleep fast, you should have dinner at 7:30. Okay. See how the entire thing is connected. If you do one thing wrong, your entire day is screwed. How many of you are waking up till 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock and could not able to wake up at even 10 o'clock in the morning? See, you are also working the same time, but you're getting nightmares in the tomorrow because you have not slept properly, right? Same time only, Shashank, what he mentioned, same time only you're going to put it in the morning, but that too, this is morning is a burst of energy. You will see so much of things. See, I do my entire curriculum design, course creation, podcast creation in the morning. You will not believe. Morning, I used to take this session, guys, okay? And then I go for a podcast. And then I record some short reels also, which sometimes my, what you call the marketing team asks, okay? Second, I'll write a blog. I writing blogs because nowadays we've been writing very detailed blogs, and we are putting conscious efforts to write it as detailed as possible, because the blog is a material which will stay in the online forever. That is why I asked you guys to write blogs. Being a, I mean, people who are in the last batch of the job search, I asked them to write a lot of blogs about their project. The very reason being, if you publish a blog, people are coming to your LinkedIn platform. Automatically, LinkedIn will promote you on the top. It will give you a lot of visibility. People will like to read your blogs, and they will know that you are a very good subject matter expert. Even though you can write a blog about the yesterday project, what you did, signifier, what you call this, affordance, discoverability. Write something, no? Take ChatGPT or take any AI tools. Try to explain in your own way, and then use ChatGPT for this grammatical correction. Put your pictures, what you guys take, and write a blog. People will think as if you, hey, this person is very technically. See that brand will be really good for you. I'm saying when people are coming into your profile to look at you, that will be there. Okay, so yeah, I'm coming to the topic again. So I'm just recording the podcast. I'm just writing out blog. I used to send emails also in the morning, and I used to spend some time with my kid also, and then I leave to office at 9 o'clock. How many of you think it's not possible? I do everything what I said in just 2 hours. Okay, 2 to 2.5 hours, because I bath in the morning itself. I don't come to class without bathing. Okay, I just come to class. I mean, after taking bath, being fresh. Okay, and then I will start the session, and then I'll complete it, and after that I'll go for recording the podcast, because it will be much easier for me to do it. There is something called task chunking. Okay, if you're having time management issues, I'll tell you later how to do it. Okay, there's something called task chunking. There are people who I know, okay, who are in the creator space, same like me, but they are in a different niche. They say, Jagdish, for me, I need one day to record a YouTube video and a podcast. They say, I need 2 hours time to write a blog. Jagdish, I need a full day to do what you're doing, but I just do it in 2 hours. It's because of the focus. It's because of the morning hours. Because daytime, your kid will come and will sit with you, and your wife will call you to, hey, go and buy this milk packet, go and buy this egg. Your mother will say, you're always sitting in the laptop. Why don't you come out? People will distract you in 100 ways, guys. Okay. But morning time, nobody will wake up. You have the time. Okay. And then you will be in that calm environment where you can learn, you can imbibe, you can get a lot of content, and you will see your knowledge growing high like anything. Okay, and then if you practice it for 7 days, 21 days, imagine, guys, it will become a strong habit. If you do it for 67 days, my mentor used to say, okay, he used to say, if you do it for 67 days, it will become like a thick habit. What, like you take the bed sheet, no, the bed sheet. If you put a strong bed sheet, like let's say the multiple layered bed sheet, it will be very thick, right? It's a very strong bed sheet. It's like a same strong habit. When you do it for more than 90 days, it will become a part of you. I mean, you cannot do it. Even if you sleep at 3 o'clock, you'll wake up at 5 o'clock automatically. That kind of a tuning will happen. Imagine if you do it for 1 year, it will become a DNA of you. You cannot do anything. It will automatically become a part of you, and then you will create far more huge difference. Okay. So don't think much. Think about 21 days. That's enough. If you're a beginner, if you're a fresher, just think about 21 days. Okay. Start eating dinner early. That's the very first thing. If you don't do that, and then if you do all these things, I'll tell you, you're spoiling your health. It will become a bad habit for you. I'll tell you what happens. You'll get first indigestion problem. You will not get motion exactly in the morning. You'll get some indigestion problem. You will find like head is rotating. I feel little nausea. Daytime I need to sleep. All this BS will happen. If you eat your dinners at 7 to 7:30, ask your home to prepare. No, if nobody's preparing in your home, Jagdish, my house, everybody prepares at 10 o'clock here. You make one dosa or idli or chapati or roti, whatever, you get it 7 o'clock, and then you complete it. If you do it for 2 3 days, everybody in your home will slowly following you. Your mother will start cooking little early. How many of you are feeling that? In my home, entire thing changed because of me. Okay, because I told them I'll eat only at 7 o'clock. That's it, 7 7:30, and they also started preparing. Actually, my mother was like this from before. Okay, and she is in one wellness program, and then she learned that method, and then only I also learned from that. And everybody in our house eats super. Very rare we eat beyond 8 or 8:30, and that too we don't even eat this non-veg after that time. Okay, because everything starts from here. And if you do that properly, there is no distraction. You will automatically go and sleep at 9:30, 10, max to max, 10:30. Don't wake up beyond 10:30. Even if somebody is giving you crores of rupees, please don't work beyond it. Unless if it's damn urgency, it's okay. But 1 or 2 days, not much. Okay, per month, one day. Once you do it, guys, rest is automatic. You don't have to consciously put any efforts. There is no alarm required. Today, every day I'm waking up without alarm. There is no problem. Okay. Sometimes what happens, I bath and come back, I lost the track. It's 5:59. That's why I set an alarm at 6:00. Okay. So that is the major important thing, guys. Okay. So now what I wanted you guys to do is, I just talked out of this context, but anyway, take 5 good examples of this what you call it, the topic what we taught today, which is constraint. Majorly, I wanted you to write constraint, guys. I know you guys will write signifier. It is very easy. Okay, kid will also write. I wanted you guys to write constraints, good constraint, bad constraint. Five examples. Okay, and just take a picture, same like how people yesterday did it in the WhatsApp group, and send it to me. Have a tea or coffee now. Okay, have a breakfast if possible. Anyway, I'm going to have my breakfast now. Okay, every day 7 o'clock my breakfast is done. 5 minutes only my breakfast. That's it. Okay. After that, I'll work on my productive stuff, but you guys can work on your stuff because after 7:45, 8, your day starts. Okay. So you can do some other activities, but try to do it really fast. Okay. And put it in WhatsApp and you can leave. If you want to put it as a portfolio also, like let's say write a short blog, I'll give you some prompts also. You guys can use it. Okay. I told I'll give you some prompts, right? So you guys can use it so that it will become very easy for you while you're going forward. Just give me a second. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Prompts, it is available for me or not? Guys, prompts I'll give you a little later, guys. Right now I don't have, but I'll give it to you. Okay. Don't worry about that part. Fine. So we are coming to the end of this session. How many of you have understood the exercise correctly? You guys have to take the constraint I've already told you. Prevent errors, improve safety by limiting appropriate action constraints, reduces user error by 60%. All those things is good. Okay. So we have understood it. You can do it in multiple ways, guys. You can create a tangible barrier, limits. See, I'm just suggesting you, if you take a bad constraint, you will also be triggered to give a right examples, right? Being a designer, you'll also bring a solution. So you can write some small solution also next to it. It's up to you. Okay. Logical constraint, like let's say graying out buttons. How many of you have seen that? It's a good example. Tangible barrier, limits, and social norms or learned behavior. Red for stop. It's a very, very simple, normal examples. Okay. I think a lot of people have got the analogies and examples. So what I wanted to close this particular information is with the neuroscience background. Brain prefrontal cortex processes clear signals faster than the complex signals. What does that mean? I used to always talk about two mind, which is a prefrontal cortex and amygdala. Amygdala is an animal behavior. We get into an impulsive fight with the people, right? It's all animal behavior. Prefrontal cortex is mission, vision, goals. When you start writing goals, when you start writing values, your prefrontal cortex is active. And somebody comes and pulls a fight with you at that time, you will not get into a fight. Have you observed? You will not get, you'll say, okay, let me come back to you later. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll do it later. But when you're in the amygdala, animal behavior, how come you'll say like that to me? Hey, how? You'll get into a fight mode. Okay. So that's very, very good. That is why I'm telling you, being a designer, using this kind of a conscious thinking to understand how you can activate prefrontal cortex by giving clear signals. If you give a clear signal, you're also making your user to activate his prefrontal cortex, and then automatically they will take a decision. See, imagine if your product is $1,000, you're having a website for that. Okay. If you're not creating a clear checkout page, people will come till the checkout page and then they'll leave it. Your entire business depends on that conversion. That is why your business is very much dependent on the user experience interactions what you're creating. If you don't understand the signifiers and put some complex interactions and constraints or whatever, people will get annoyed. Think about it. When you're doing a project, you will know it better. Okay, constraint. Constraints activate the decision-making center, simplifying choices and increasing accuracy. So this is the neuroscience connection behind this, guys. Okay. I wish you all the best to learn it. And we are coming to the end of this session. Please listen to our podcast as well. I highly, what you call, recommend you guys. If you have any kind of a doubts, we have created an immense reservoir in the podcast, guys. Okay. Please use it. I'm just pasting the link. And some of your friends are interested, just ask them to come and join this morning session. If your friend says, I don't have money, I don't have time, just ask them to come in the morning, because morning they can't say it's no time. They can say it's no money, it's free, right? Okay. And also, if your friend wants to attend our webinar, you can forward this link. Okay. We're going to have another webinar tomorrow. Okay. The same webinar, if you guys have understood, in the Sunday, your friends can also take an advantage. Just forward this links to them. And it's a true help for them. Let them come and take an advantage. No, if they want to learn, they can learn. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Balaji. Thank you for anoting. Okay, anyway, we're coming to the end of the session. 5 examples. Good, bad. Send it to me in the WhatsApp. Let all the people know. Okay. All the best, guys. And go and mark your attendance as well. And this will be available for next 30 seconds. And don't worry, all the attendance is being tracked by our Zoom backend team. You will be activated with that. Don't worry about that. Okay. Fine, guys. So all the best. Take care. Prompts I'll send you separately, Shashank. Don't worry. I'll send you separately because right now it's not there with me. I'll send you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have Have a great day. Have a great day. And see you at evening 6 o'clock. We have a very important session. Thank you, Ramraj. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Thank
All the
you,
best.
sir.
All the best. Bye. Bye. Bye.